Welcome back to the Soulful Cook. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite takeout recipes, pad see ew. Now a lot of people think this is the same as drunken noodles, but they are quite different. For today's version of pad see ew, I'm using broccolini and some tofu that I'm just going to stir fry up in a pan. I'm going to try and make this recipe as simple for you as possible. It is the perfect weeknight meal for those busy days when you come back from work and you don't want to try and make a fuss about dinner. It comes together very fast, and I'm telling you, it's completely worth it. It is so much better than spending time and money on ordering takeout when you can just make it right at home. All right, let's make some pad see ew. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare our noodles. So I'm just using the flat rice noodles I found at my local Asian grocery. I'm just adding those to a pan of boiling water, and I'm gonna let those cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna get my tofu prepped. I'm using super firm tofu. It's just much easier than extra firm tofu. You don't have to press it for half an hour. You just need a paper towel, and you just need to dab it down from all the sides to remove any excess moisture. So the way I like to cut my tofu for this particular recipe, I like to cut them in bite-sized strips. If you want to do cubes, you can do cubes. If you want to do just chunks ripped apart, then you can do that too. It really doesn't matter how you cut them, it's just your preference. Another easy way is you can literally just tear them apart into uneven pieces and cook them with the vegetables, and they'll turn out just as great. What I love about super firm tofu is it holds its shape no matter how much you mix it. So it's not as delicate as extra firm tofu, which really helps with this specific recipe. All right, so now I'm just going to take my garlic and I'm just gonna give that a rough chop. The reason I like to do this first ahead of time is just so I have everything prepped and ready to go. This recipe does come together fairly quickly, so it's just easy to have everything chopped and ready, so when I'm cooking, it's just hassle-free. All right, so now we're gonna mix all of our sauce ingredients. I'm taking some tamari, some vegan fish sauce, and then I'm also taking some dark mushroom soy sauce for a little bit of a thickness. I'm taking some chili oil, which is optional. And then lastly, I'm taking a little bit of coconut sugar just to balance out the spice. And then I'm just gonna mix that up, and I'm gonna set that aside. All right, into a wok, I'm adding a little bit of oil, and then I'm just going to add in my broccolini. If you want, you can use bok choy, you can use Chinese broccoli, you can add in any other vegetables you like. Because the stems of broccolini are a little bit more tough, I'm going to add in a little bit of boiling water, and I'm gonna steam these down so I can make sure that they are fully cooked through. So we're gonna let those cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in and add in all of my cut tofu. To the tofu, I'm gonna add in my chopped up garlic, and then for a little bit of extra spice, I'm adding in some red chili flakes as well. I'm just gonna give everything a good toss just to make sure everything is properly combined and evenly coated. And as you can see, that super firm tofu really comes in handy because you don't see too much breakage. All right, so now I'm going to take my cooked noodles. They do clump up, which is totally fine. As soon as you put in the sauce and give everything a good mix, they will separate. So now I'm just going to really give this a good toss. You want to make sure you're able to separate the noodles and you're able to get everything evenly covered in the sauce. If you feel like it's still kind of dry, then you can always add in a little bit of hot water at a time, just to help make it a little bit more saucy. If you're gonna add a little bit more tamari, just be careful. If you add too much tamari, then it does come off on the salty side. So it's always best to add in either some veggie broth if you want a little bit more flavor, or a little bit of boiling water. And enjoy. And there you have it, an easy plant-based version of pad see ew. Now, I used tofu and broccolini in my pad see ew, but you can easily use either Chinese broccoli, bok choy, or you can even use soy curls instead of tofu. You can also add in any other veggies that you prefer and just have fun with it. All right, this looks so saucy, and you can see the beautiful color from the dark mushroom sauce that I used. All right, let's take a bite. The texture from the noodles is so good. The tofu makes a perfect addition to this dish. I know you can use soy curls, or you can even sub with mushrooms instead, but I just love the way tofu goes so well with this. And the sauce came out perfect. The spice level was just the right amount that I like. Now, it's such an easy dish to put together, and it tastes so much better than half of the takeout places that you can order this from. If you could make it at home, why not? If you like recipes like this one, make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other favorite takeout recipes. If you're looking for the detailed version of this recipe, check it out in the description box below. You can also find it on my website at thesoulfulcook.com. All the products I used, including the vegan fish sauce, can be found on my Amazon storefront, and I've also placed the links in the description box below. If there's another takeout recipe that you'd love for me to veganize or make a healthy version of, let me know in the comments down below so I can get that to you in a future video. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.